Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Super pumped to have you here. So today we are going to be reviewing an 8.25 toy machine board. Now this is just one of the two toy machine boards I've had. I believe this one is the always watching board. It's white and I color coordinated with some white grip tape, grizzly grip tape. And I've also had a Blake Carpenter toy machine board with mob grip tape. So I've been on these for a good amount of time. I've done all the tricks. I've had a lot of sessions on these. And this is going to be my honest opinion on toy machine boards. So let's get right into it. So to start this out, I want to say toy machine boards are flat. This is an extremely flat board. I don't know if you can see the concave too well right here, but it's a very flat board with a very small tail. And to be honest with you, it was not my favorite board, and I gave this one a shot. I skated it till it had pretty bad razor tail, so I gave it a shot. I did everything I could on it, and then I moved over to get another one later on to do a review and get back on it and see how they are. And honestly, I find myself not even knowing if my back foot is on the tail or not. That's how small this tail is. And if I had another board here, you'd see just how small it is. Now keep in mind, this is all my opinion, and I know a lot of people have different opinions. So that's just one of the things. It's not for me particularly. The concave was too mellow for me. I like to have a little bit more. I think it makes my flip tricks look a little bit better, but it still works for flip tricks. There's no doubt. I actually learned rolling heel flips on a toy machine board. So, you can definitely learn flip tricks on them. It's just not my preferred shape and concave. But I will say this, these boards held up really well. Super strong board, and there was no chips in this. The only thing that went out on me was the tail, and that's because razor tail. So that was the end of this board. Now, when it came to my other toy machine, my Blake Carpenter board, I just couldn't do it. I had new shoes on it, and it was a brand new board, and I pretty much lost all my board feel because of the shoes and the shape combined. So I ditched it, and I swapped out for an Alien Workshop. But all in all, toy machine, as far as the graphics go, they look absolutely spectacular. They're one of the most popular brands. They're in just about every single skate shop, including Zoomies. So they're really popular like that, and they have a really awesome team. Blake Carpenter is my favorite pro, and that's why I gave Toy Machine another chance, because he absolutely kills it. And they have had a video part come out recently. I believe it's called Program Injection, and it was super cool as well. I believe it's on Transworld, and some of it's on Thrasher, so definitely check that out if you haven't. But when it comes to Toy Machine, yeah, flat board, very mellow concave, very short tail, but it is a sturdy board. So if I was to skate this again, another Toy Machine, I would preferably be skating more transition with it and not as much technical stuff like flip tricks and manuals and stuff like that. I'd be probably trying to land down gaps and stuff like that, gaps in transition mainly. But again, that's just me, and that's what I've noticed. But there is no doubt that these boards look great and they're strong. This is 7-ply Canadian maple, and this was a 32 width board, 8.25 length. So strong board, just very mellow concave. And if I had to compare it to another board, I would compare it to the Baker's mellow concave 8.25. That's what this probably feels like, and the best comparison I can give you. And I want to say it even does feel like some of Welcome shapes, that the really flat shapes. You get that kind of feel to it also. But I do want to say this is a very light board. I had no problem ollieing high and getting on high things with this. And I had this with I believe they were Venture Hollow Lows. So I was on light trucks, and this is a light board. And yeah, my pop was amazing on this, especially in the beginning. The pop was great, better than most boards I've had, but it was still that flat shape that just turned me off to it. So that's about as honest as I can be with a toy machine board, an 8.25. I am thinking about possibly going up in size to an 8.5, and if I do, I will definitely give Toy Machine another chance. And I wanted to try two Toy Machine boards to see if the shapes were drastically different, but they weren't. It was pretty much the same thing. And if we had to list the pros and cons, the pros of it is it's an extremely strong board, it looks absolutely amazing, and it has great pop. If I had to list the cons, and this is, again, just my opinion, way too flat, the tail is way too small, and it's not as great for flip tricks. But yeah, some people, they really like the flatter boards, and then if that's the case, Toy Machine is right for you. But there's no doubt that they're a very popular brand. Ed Templeton is the man. So yeah, that's about as honest as I could be with Toy Machines. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these board reviews, and again, this was 100% honest, there was nothing I'm hiding from you guys. From skater to skater, this is how I felt my Toy Machine board was. But if you want to see any more board reviews in the future, leave it in the comments below. I've skated a bunch of boards, and during this time, since everybody's kind of locked in their house, I can definitely do some more board reviews and tell you guys what I thought about certain brands. But keep killing it, guys. Thank you guys so much for the love and so much for the support. It means a lot. Have an absolutely awesome day, guys, and be safe.